Hi everyone. Today we're going to be reviewing Onision with character. This is Onision's 5th album. He's made 3 this year. Before we talk about the album, let's talk about Onision himself. Onision is a 33-year-old YouTuber residing in the state of Washington, whose online antics cause a lot of controversy, and he's really only known for one thing, and that's his banana song. He seems to try to rehash that into other songs. And this album right over here is kind of a collection of songs that he's used on his channel, and maybe some songs that he's made, but I decided to listen to it with its 38 tracks and an hour and 30 minutes long, and I've wasted about 2 hours on my life because you have to include the ads, because I don't have Spotify Premium. I have Spotify Free. Let's jump into this with the first track, You're Beautiful, which is a 2-minute song that sounds like it was made on GarageBand with generic beats and a very basic piano and vocals that I cannot even begin to describe how monotone they are. It's really bad. What I can admire though is the message. The message on basically saying that a person's beautiful, doesn't matter what society thinks about them. I can respect that. You know, it's probably a not bad song. It just sounds pretty generic, it sounds pretty basic, sounds pretty lackluster, and doesn't really do much for me. But the next song is a lot worse. It's called I'll Never Stop Loving You. This song actually begins with a very nice production sound, and then it goes on to Gregory, aka Onision, rapping. And you know, I never thought I would hear Onision rap in my life, but now I have. He can't rap, period. I like the message, but the rapping is so bad on this thing, it really just doesn't sell it to me. So we're just gonna move on to the next track, which is called I Could Never Run, which includes Onision using auto-tune on his vocals to kind of repeat the same phrase over and over again, which is, you guessed it, I could never run. This song's actually a highlight on this album because of how better it sounds than compared to the other ones. I mean, it is so much better. The production is actually pretty decent. It's pretty dreadful, as in the feeling you get when you listen to it. It's dreadful, but not in a bad way. It's repetitive to the point where it's like being dreadful. What I'm trying to say is that it gives you a sense of dread. You should probably listen to this song only. That's about it. The next song is called No One Will Remember Your Name. It's really Onision talking to a microphone. That's it. Basically telling everyone that you're trying to be famous, you're trying to be better, you're trying to be this, trying to be that, but you know what? Guess what? No one's gonna remember your name. No one's gonna remember your, no one's gonna remember your, no one's gonna remember your name. It is terrible. It is awful. It is so bad. But it's not the worst, because the next song, So in Love, is way worse. It is Onision talking about his life, a day in his life, as if we wanted to know. It's a third-person narrative, and it's just, again, a day in his life, basic production, and it is annoying. You don't think it could get worse, but it does. The next song, Nobody Likes Onision, is a pity song. It's a whiny song, and I mean, I give him credit. At least he's aware that people hate him. I think he's been aware that people hates him. I just don't understand. It sucks. It's basically whining. Oh, no one likes me.
No one likes me.
That's about it. I'm not gonna go into too much depth on that song. The 7th track is called Everyone Has Problems. Everyone Has Problems describes Onision's thought process about people complaining about their problems, which is pretty ironic because he's on his song complaining about other people complaining about their problems when everyone in the world has problems? Why are you complaining? You're making yourself look like an idiot. The eighth song on this thing is probably the worst. It is called iTunes Vampire, which is, it has the weirdest vocals, it's not even okay, it's a bad production. The dialogue, there's two characters in this song. The dialogue is that there's an iTunes vampire and he's making, I honestly don't even remember. I don't want to listen to that song ever again because it was so bad and horrendous. Throughout most of the song, it's literally Onision saying how stupid the other person is. So, I don't even want to listen to it. There's barely any song in this, so why am I going to review it? Let's talk about track number 9, what it sounds like. And it's bad autotune, and it's making weird sounds during the chorus. And I basically just have to describe what it sounds like by playing it for you. That's what this album sounds like. I'm done with that song. Let's move on to track number 10, which is Tree Education. I don't even want to listen to this track because I think it was pretty stupid. Literally talking about trees might be a metaphor for eating plants or something. I don't know. I know Onision's a devout vegetarian. So I'm just not going to talk about that song. Number 11, Unsubscribe. I don't know if he's doing this reverse psychology thing where it's like, oh, unsubscribe. Oh, you're telling me to unsubscribe? I'm going to subscribe anyway. So, yeah, gotcha. It's stupid. It's a stupid song, okay? This song sucks. Track number 12 is called I'm So Cult, which I can admire it satirizing religion and cults. That's about it, though, because it's terrible. And it's awful, god awful. But, what really fascinates me is the fact that he's satirizing cults, but yet created his own cult, or even his own religion. So if he's satirizing religion and cults, he really shouldn't have nothing to do with them, right? He says that he doesn't follow it anymore, but I, hit the X doubt on that. The next song, He Ended the World Laughing, which I don't think it includes vocals. I think it's just a generic sound and a generic song and just generic production. So let's move on to the track 14, which is I'm So Rap, which is basically him satirizing rappers and rap songs. And I mean, he's satirizing the ones that he wants to satirize, the ones that are like, oh, I fuck bitches and I do this and I blah 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 blah. Yeah, those ones that I'm not a big fan of either. But he kind of just puts them in an umbrella of all rap songs and all rappers. And I mean, have you heard of Brockhampton? Have you heard of Denzel Curry? Have you heard of the Kids See Ghost album? Consider it rap, hip hop, whatever you consider it. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of other rap songs? The ones that aren't on the radio, the ones that are, appalling and amazing and have critically acclaimed sounds? I mean, he just really takes into account the ones that he wants to take into account for. So this song sucks. Meaningless Survival. I didn't have a view on that one. I didn't like it. That's all. So we're gonna skip over that one. The 16th song I'm surprised of because it actually sounds different from the other ones. It has a glitchy production and it's very unique. Stands out amongst the crowd. But again, it still sounds bad. Not terrible, but it sounds pretty bad. I can really tell the production value on this thing is $0. Fall in Love With Me is, it was a decent song until it was talking about him and literally very self-absorbent. By the way, all it is saying is like, it's in perspective of someone that is in love with Onision, blindly in love with Onision. I don't even know why he still has fans at this point. The vocals are weird, kind of like robotic, you know. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. We're not even halfway through this album yet, and I already want to smash my head through a window, through a wall, through a desk, through my computer, through the camera, through anything that can kill me. This album is dread. It's literally, if Chinese water torture was an album, it wouldn't be this. No, it would be this divided by like a million, because listening to this album is torture. Torture that I think really goes beyond skinning someone alive. The song Boats Float is, to me, emulating the Banana song, trying to make something catchy and annoying and stupid and silly, and it does a not good job on it. Now we get to track number 19, called Haters Gonna Hate, and it sounds like a 90s diss track. Again, Onision deems fit to rap in this, and you know, it's a pity song. It also talks about, I think he's really kind of like subtweeting Mr. Repsion, because, or just Repsion himself, because he made a video called To the Parents of, I believe it said To the Parents of Taylor, which is talking about Lainey. And, you know, it's not a good song. It's bad. It's very bad. But yeah, number 20. Number 20 is a interlude-ish song. So I'm not going to talk about it. It's called Second Song. You can listen to it to yourself. I think we passed the halfway mark now. Let's talk about Schoolhouse Trials, which is sending very mixed messages to me. It really just kind of disses the first track, You're Beautiful, because it kind of says I'm basically not fitting to society's norms and no one understands me. Boo-hoo me again. But there's a worse song. It's called the Hair Dye Song, which is literally a song about how to dye hair. That's it. It has some stupid vocals, some blank parts in the song. The track Banana Nation, the 23rd track on this album, is really a reprise of the Banana song. That's about it. That's all I can say. That's it. Done. That's the entire song. The song Coming For You sounds like a technologic kind of copycat with some lo-fi production and I guess kind of groovy, but you can't beat Technologic. The song Full Metal Armor is, no. We're gonna go to the next song, which is File Not Found, which includes very weird vocals that talk about, like, computer stuff.
Rebooting system.
Yeah, like rebooting system. Ooh. Number 27, Make Me Special, includes a weird Vocaloid. It has some loud synths and bass and it sounds pretty eerie. That's good. You know, better than the last tracks, I'll give it that. Number 28 is Loneliest Ghost. Basic production, bad songwriting. 29, Fish Song, which to me, I'm actually going to talk about this song because the song irritates me. It's literally him rapping about how fish are friends, not food. Literally, fish are friends, not food, so don't eat them. It's as if PETA made this song. It really is. The next song is called I'm So Fat, which again is satirizing fat people. But it stops at like the 2-minute mark, and then for the entire rest of the song until like the last 10 seconds, it's silent. And this song is 4 minutes long. So you're wasting about a good 2 minutes, on just emptiness, the sound of silence, which is a lot better than this monstrosity of an album. The song Compact 82 is speaking into the mic. Decent pianos, I guess. I mean, it's a song. I didn't like it that much. The song Night Lighter is a little bit better. It's dark, it's eerie, it has weird vocal sounds, and I guess that's good or something. And then the song In the End, Darkness Always Wins. Again, it's dark, it's eerie, shows somewhat dread. The song that I like, I think, is pretty good. It's called Life After the Last Song, which is basically just piano. And I don't know what it is, but he puts all like the piano songs near the bottom, near the end of the album. I guess to end it on a high note or something? I don't know. Best not to put any vocals in your last songs to make it better. This happens with Life After the Last Song, Hold It Together, Walk With Me, The Last Word. There are no vocals on the other ones. And then we get to the last song, which is Frog Song.
This is my song. I call it the frog song. Frogs are cute, but sometimes they fight. This is my song. I call it the frog song. Remember the thumbs up, but if you don't, that's alright.
That's the entire song. And you know, I think that sums up the review for me. Track after track after track after track. It felt as if my mind was numbing to the point where it's just a bunch of Novocaine just slushing around in my skull. The headache, the migraine, the pain in my cerebral cortex that this thing causes me is immense. It's like as if I have exploding head syndrome. IED in my brain. It is so bad that I would rather sniff Axe for the rest of my life on a high pressure where it's coming out so fast that it fogs up a room. I'd rather be smelling that than listen to this album, because this album is terrible. It's bad. But there are some good songs on here, and you know, my opinion is subjective. I'm feeling a 10 out of 100 because it's that bad. It is that bad. This album is so bad. It's terrible. It is bad, and it makes me tired. I'm going to sleep now. I don't need this song. I don't need this album in my life. I don't need it. I'm done. Okay? This album, from the weird vocals to the song I'm So Fat to the production, lazy, subjective. I'm pretty sure this is subjective at this point. It's a 10 out of 100. That's it. That's all. That's the review. That's it. Goodbye.